What's up everybody, it's Klaus, and in this video I want to tell you how to make millions in a recession. Now, before we do that, I need you to do something for me, and that is go down below, smash the like button because it helps with the YouTube algorithm. Also, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell because you will get notifications of every time I put it on a video, which is pretty much way more consistently now since we're all pretty much quarantined. So, without further ado, I want to get right into this. If you haven't already, check out my video that I just made. It's what to do with your money right now. It's right here, and please check that out first because that's what you got to do right now in this time before we do any kind of investing. You need to make sure basically you have your budgets right, you have your cash and emergency fund right, and then and only then, and you're making income, can you look at possibly investing. But for this video, it's how to make millions in a recession, and I'm gonna go into it right now with a 5-step process. Before I do any of that though, I wanna let you know I am not a financial advisor. However, I just spoke with my financial advisor this morning and he reiterated how I have a good plan, so I feel good with talking about this, but this is only my opinion on everything. Please consult a financial advisor if you do really wanna go that route and do your own due diligence. Step 1 of my 5-step plan of how to make millions in a recession is this: invest for the long term. Do not play the short term. Invest for the long term. If you look at the history of the United States stock market and all the recessions we've had, the up years where it's been 22% up or around there, I think we just had that last year in 2019. And then you've seen the other years where it's been an overall 20% down. The average is about 7% up every year. So play the long game. Whether you're buying into it going down, just play the long game because your annualized history will repeat itself and we will annualize gains of 7%. That's what the stock market has been going up, and that's what history shows. Number 2, invest consistently. Follow the dollar cost average approach. As the market's dropping, take small incremental investments so that you will essentially what the theory behind it is that as the market drops and you're buying in, your average cost of investment is lower so that when the market increases and goes up, that your money is appreciating. Number 3, have an emergency fund. This takes all the worry away. Just being able to know that you have money set aside for that possibility that this may last for a long time, the recession may last for a long time, and that you may have reduced amount of income coming in. Step 4, diversify. Diversify, I mean be in real estate, be in stock market, be in retirement funds. Diversify amongst everything. Now in real estate, you can also be in, there's a few different aspects of real estate. You can be in syndicate investing, where I've been in, where I've given my initial capital to a developer. He's developed the building, refinanced, given me my capital back plus interest. That's one way of doing it. The other way, which I'm a huge proponent of as well, is cash flow investing, where I'm looking at a single, 2-family, 3-family, 4-family even. I wouldn't really go higher than 4 in most cases. That's a commercial property, but you want to stay residential. And you don't want to deem it as commercial, but you want to stay residential and be able to have a cash flow property that's a quality property in a good area that's able to get good rents and give you money back monthly. Now I've built up a good cushion on those where I've could withstand some market volatility, as well as if if the market drops, I'm looking at the long-term gain where it's, say my $200,000 house is now worth $100,000. That's fine. It just went out on top temporarily. I'm still getting the monthly income, this cash flow coming in, and playing the long game. With stocks, you look at a couple different ways. You have your spec stocks, which is maybe something you're doing individually, but then you have your SEP and your Roth IRAs, your 401k, your investment. Keep staying consistent and also diversify in all those different areas. Don't just don't put all your eggs in one basket in spec stocks like Tesla or something like that. Diversify. Number 5, reduce expenses. The more you can save, the more you can keep cash on hand, the better you can invest with. As long as you have that emergency fund and your expenses are reduced, I'm a huge proponent, even in good times, of keeping your overhead as low as possible. That's what makes these scary times possible and to be able to weather the storm, because you're not increasing your overhead as things are good because you're saving for a rainy day, which we're all pretty much a part of right now. One thing I will put out there, that if you do need help with credit cards or you're in debt at some point, the best advice I can give you is get on the phone with your lender, get on the phone with your credit card lender, your mortgage lender, and talk to them, talk to your banker. So if you do need help in any kind of debt payment, what I suggest is calling up your credit card company, calling your lender service company. If you have a mortgage pay and you might be getting behind on that, hopefully you're not, but I would have a discussion with them early on. I've heard it's best to have a discussion with them early on. Just so you know, me personally, everything's okay. I'm sleeping well at night because, and I know I'm lucky, but I know I've also prepared for this. I have enough in my accounts for my investment properties to buffer about a year, even if my tenants didn't pay rent again, which I hopefully, that doesn't come to that, and I don't anticipate it will, because I've been in discussions with them, and discussions with my property manager that said they seem like everything's okay with the tenants. So thankfully that's good. But just being able to have this emergency fund, have that cushion to be able to set myself up for, even if this affects everybody. So just being able to set myself up for a prolonged amount of time, so that I wasn't worried about being able to pay the bills, etc. So just to recap, my 5-step process in making millions during a recession is reduce expenses, have an emergency fund, invest consistently and invest for the long term, as well as diversify all your investments. I hope you found great information with this video. Please, if you do, I gotta ask you to like this and subscribe below. Also hit the notification bell so that you will get notifications when I do put out new content, which I'm trying to do a lot more consistently now. And follow me on Instagram, because I post there pretty much daily, so you will get other aspects of my life as well. Other than that, thank you very much for tuning in. Please share this with anybody you think it might help, and I'll talk to you soon. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know some feedback. I'm trying to get this this channel off the ground and get it rolling, so please let me know some advice or things you like about it, some things you don't like about it, and any topics on videos you want to hear, and I'll be glad to put them out. Thank you very much.